Yeah, that is my sharing. Thank you. Thank you, Kun Thao. So here we have the inquiry that true, we already know that when people come, when things happen, there are things that are negative and as in is satisfying, and some aren't so satisfying. Yeah, we know that. And we also know that we need to receive it with inner peace. Yeah, things that don't happen our way. Yeah, undesirable outcome. Yeah, such as we know that we want but our children, sometimes they lie to us. In fact, they trick us many times. So you have tricked me many times. But then how can we simply receive it? What awareness must we have? What do we need to return to? What we need to know, that awareness, inner awareness, so that that is where we go to lean on, to leverage that point. So what is it? What is it? So that we can receive it with inner peace. Well, the first awareness we must have, we're going to return to this very first important awareness, that everything that we have, that life begins with us, right? Everything that we have begins with us, right? It's simpler than what? So through the perspective of religion and faith, that's from that the knowledge that we have, the concepts that we harbor within us, yeah, because we have that source concept. That's why we call that problem, because we have the source concept of the problem. That inside us, we harbor that already. That's what we call it. But other people, when they don't have the concept of problems, then when things happen, they just happen. They have inner peace and they just receive. So that's one. Number two is through the perception of energy. Yeah. Then if we are always at peace, then anything that comes, that we just know it. Then we don't have the concept of people bring problems or people are problems. Yeah. So it all comes from us. Yeah. The root cause of life is from us. And furthermore, we have that it comes from the seed within our mind. Yeah. The seed within us. That it comes from our karma. From many lifetimes. Yeah. For many lifetimes, we already yield those seeds. We already sow those seeds. That all comes from us. Yeah. Maybe recently we didn't sow it, but we cannot know that. But perhaps many lifetimes ago, we've already sowed those seeds. That today we have the fruit of it. And so we just need to receive. We just know and receive. From many lifetimes before, that we know that we have accumulated those source concepts. Yeah, we have sown, we have yielded, we have planted these seeds, and so today it grows. We are not having control over it, and if we are stuck to that problem, to that disappointment, to that undesirable outcome, then it will return. It will return. And so the first awareness is, first of all, we must have the awareness that life begins with us. Every undesirable outcome comes to us because it comes from us. The root comes from us. Okay, so that's the first one, okay? We'll just have to recognize that it comes from me, comes from us. That maybe today, or maybe yesterday, maybe many lifetimes ago. Yeah. That it could be during that time, at that time I have that awareness, and therefore I have that. Therefore, it creates that woman, as in the you know, now the opposite to wisdom. Yeah, we don't have that wisdom. Yeah, no, gosh, that we know that the root cause of life begins with me. Yeah, so that we need to have the wisdom level 2, and that is life begins with me, because I planted that seed. I planted that seed of undesirable. That is undesirable. Yeah, the seed that is undesirable, and therefore now we receive now we have the fruit that is undesirable. So yeah, so for people, largely people accept fruits, but we don't accept the cause. Yeah. So for a woman, we are close to like our family, to our and maybe furthermore, it's just people at work. But we say, people, strangers bring it. We don't pay attention too much. But why? Why are you my husband? Why are you my sister? Why are you my children? Bring these things to me. And we get stuck to the conditions, to the people, to the relationship of our life. We accept and we receive everything to do with the fruit, but we are attached to the people, to the relationships that bring us the fruit. That bring us the fruit. We get stuck with the people, to the conditions, to the affinity, yeah, that bring us the fruit. And so number 2, the step number 2 is about people. Number 2 is people. People. We need to have tolerance. Tolerance, by the meaning, true meaning of tolerance. Yeah, tolerance. Oh, what am I doing? Tolerance. Yeah. Yeah, tolerance is respect, understand, and accept. Yeah, tolerance. Tolerate their difference. Yeah. When our wanting and our imagination stop, it is not attachment. Yeah. Tolerance. It is accepting what it is happening. Yeah. So we have acceptance. Yeah. That from many, many lifetimes before, that we've already yielded that seed. Therefore, today we have to receive the fruit. Yeah, that we have sown those seeds. Yeah, and so when people come, it is only to project that. Yeah, that seed that is within us. They are to come to show us that, and therefore we need to have tolerance, is to respect, understand, and accept where our wanting and our imagination are stopped, and it is a state where we are not attached to from within with what's happening outside. Non-attachment. So today, maybe if it's not our children, it will be another child who will bring us that disappointment or the undesirable outcome. It is only a condition that they are only the condition to bring about. Yeah. So then during that road, that journey, our life journey, our journey of being, that we have used that seed. And so we need the condition from people to bring that about. To bring that about. And so it's not this person, it'll be another person for us to see the seed, to receive the fruit of the seed we have sown. And so it is to respect, understand, and accept. And so we need to understand that we also have moments where we are not in wisdom. Yeah. And so people who come to us are the same. And so people in their development, at that time, they only have that awareness. And so their decision is only up to them. At that moment, that's their awareness. And therefore they feel at that moment, that is their awareness of that is appropriate, whatever that they are doing. And therefore they yield that seed. They plant that seed. And therefore we are similar to people and people are the same as us. And so there are moments in life we sow the undesirable seed for other people. We plant that seed. Yeah. And so we have to have that awareness. That is because of the limitation of our awareness. That we have the possibility that we are sowing that seed. Yeah, for people. And so that is the second step. The second step is to have tolerance with people. Yeah. The imagination and wanting with people, we need to stop. Yeah. Our attachment with people need to stop. And we need to respect the journey of maturity of each person. So when we understand the seed and the cause and effect, and we know that the life begins with us, but it's not our fault that we don't return to blame ourselves. Yeah. That in the past, we may have been a moment of no wisdom that we've sown those seeds, that we've done for others. Yeah. We've planted those negative, those undesirable seeds. And so now, in a moment where fruits can form. So tolerate people and tolerate ourselves. Have tolerance for people and ourselves. And so when it happens, then it only happens once. The cause and outcome, yeah, we only pay for it once. Just once. Yeah. Once is enough. Once is enough for that pain. Yeah. We don't need to sow another seed for another pain when we hold against people. Yeah. We only need to experience that pain once. It's a bad seed, now we experience the bad outcome. Alright, we eat it once, basically. We don't need to sow another bad seed to then have it keep coming. Yeah. So tolerance for others, yeah, tolerance for others is tolerating ourselves, is having tolerance for us. Yeah. So that in that moment we have that awareness. In that moment, what our children thought that was the way to do it. That's but deep within, we in our many lifetimes ago, that we have planted that seed somewhere, that maybe if it's not our children and if it's not that person and it's not our husband, that in a time it will come. Therefore, step number 2 is we need to have tolerance for people. Have tolerance for people. Tolerance. Have tolerance for people. That is step number 2. Without that person, absolutely there'll be someone else. And if it's not this woman, it'll be another woman. Have tolerance for people. In order to do that, we need to liberate ourselves a lot. Yeah, liberate ourselves. Yeah, and if we can do step 1 and step 2, wow, our life already have improvement. Yeah, and when we don't tolerate for people, then we are carrying in our sack a huge sack of rocks and boulders and rubbish, and we just carry it. And people don't know, but we carry it. And we have to experience so many different emotions. Paying for it is paying once. Once is enough. Yeah, and it doesn't return. The law of causality, the law of cause and effect doesn't return. It doesn't return. That it just have happened once. If we stop feeding it, it will stop. It will not come back. When we have tolerance for people, then the law of causality ends there. It doesn't keep activating. We receive that pain, or we eat that undesirable fruit once. That's it. It doesn't return. The seed doesn't grow twice, yeah, unless we sow new seeds. Yeah. So just pay for it once. Yeah, and then start again. Start again. Sow new seeds. Yeah. So that is number 2. And that is tolerance. Tolerance for people. When we have this awareness that life begins with us, when we have that clear, very clear, crystal clear awareness of life begins with us. Because through our moments of no wisdom, we planted the undesirable seed. Now, when the undesirable fruits come about, we receive it with inner peace and have tolerance for people who have brought us that fruit. They're only the people that are bringing the fruit. Yeah. So we don't have to be upset with our father, our mother. Why you are my mum and you do that to me? Or why you are my dad? Why you do it to me? Yeah. But everything is only a projection from within us. The seed from within us that is projecting outside. It is being there for so long. It's been hidden. And now with the condition that comes, it activates it and the fruits gets to come about. So maybe it's not our children, it'll be someone else, another man, another woman, someone in society, to bring that undesirable outcome. Okay, everyone. Pay once. Yeah. Through our title, our name, bringing that stigma with I am your, or the teacher, or the person, the name that we call them. Yeah. The teacher, the husband, the child. Yeah. So the seeds have been inside us. Yeah. It's been there. Because we are unable to have that control, that master. We're unable to master our life. That is why it comes out. So with people that have brought it to us, have tolerance for them. Yeah. That we think that they are the reason. Yeah. But that it could be a very, very close friend who have agreed with us, that come to this life together with us to help us to receive. Would go back and tolerant for us and for them. yeah, for ourselves. That in that moment, once in our many lifetimes ago, that because of our limitation of the limitation of our awareness, that we've planted that seed. Yeah, after it comes about, no more, just receive it. No more thinking about it. No more remembering it. Yeah, so that and then planting new undesirable seeds. Don't do that. So that's number 2. Number 2 is to have tolerance for people. Tolerating people is number 2. And truly, that is having tolerance for ourselves. Yeah, having tolerance for people. It is actually having tolerance for ourselves. Yeah, when we have that, when we all have that awareness and that leverage point, and that is the law of causality, cause and outcome or effect, and cause and condition, and we can see the cause and outcome, then we can have that tolerance for people. When people come, people help us to recognize that that is within us. That all these that we are annoyed, upset, and very hard to accept because it's an emotion within us. Yeah, it is very hard, and it's our belief, and we feel that we give it to others. We place our trust upon another. That there is a possibility that people come, and we place that on others, and we may place upon them a an expectation, and other people and naturally that we expect them to receive that from us, an expectation on our husband, on our children, but they don't want to accept it, they don't receive it. Then we feel pain. Then we need to reflect that it also comes from within us. It projects an expectation, a wanting from us. And therefore, when people come, they are only just a condition. Yeah, so that we can receive the seeds that we have planted. And because we planted it, now we just receive the outcome. Everything that comes is just a projection. Maybe in many lifetimes ago, we have planted the undesirable seeds. That we have planted that expectation, that wanting from people. It starts from a lack, that it could come from a wanting, or it comes from a fear. It could come from a fear. Yeah, it's all there. A fear is also there, and we want people to stay with us and protect us forever. And then when people leave, yeah, is also a lesson for us to recognize that inside us we have that lack, that fear, that instability within us. When we recognize this, and if we don't accept it, we're now planting another undesirable seed. That we may leave one environment. Yeah, that here we're looking for something from this environment. We'll leave this environment, we'll look for another environment. And we look from outside. The more we look, that projection will be bigger. The more we look, the bigger the projection. The more we want, the bigger the projection. And from one environment to another, it grows. And if we don't recognize it, recognize that it is a wanting, an expectation, that we want from another, for money, for fame, for recognition, for identity, that it's not from, and if it's not this person or this environment, for us to project it, so that we can see that seed within us until we recognize that seed within us. we need to recognize that number three is we have to have honoring gratitude for the lesson. To have a lesson from that adversity, that moment of adversity, from that problem, from that undesirable moment. And if we don't, then we have to wait for another opportunity to graduate from it. And it has to be, and if we don't learn today, then tomorrow it will have to be a bigger problem so that we can recognize it. If we don't recognize it, the people will bring another condition, to help us to recognize the seed that we have sown some time ago. So we have to recognize the lesson and then have honor and gratitude. Honoring. For the lesson. Have the honoring gratitude for the lesson that we have received from the people who have brought us the lesson. From this problem here, they bring the problem for us to receive this lesson. Because then we recognize, we come to this environment so we can look for appreciation. But today, if we don't, we will go to another environment to look for that lesson from another person. And we don't, and we go to another environment, and we might see our people that give us appreciation because we're looking for it, but they're only pretending, and then they'll leave us. And now we will have a big lesson until we receive it. We receive the lesson from that undesirable moment, that adversity. We don't appreciate the adversity. We don't appreciate the undesirable moment. But we have gratitude for the lesson that we have taken from this moment of adversity. Because if we don't, in a moment somewhere, there will be an opportunity for it to come back. We need to have honor and gratitude. So honoring gratitude, that lesson, so that we can recognize the calls from deep within us. And from that, we graduate from that lesson. So now it becomes our awareness already. We need to recognize that from the lesson, to recognize ourselves, to honor ourselves, to respect ourselves. That the lesson may be for us to mature every day, become better every day. Lesson that we need to learn about people, learning with people. So we honor and have gratitude for that moment in life that have brought it to us. Recognize ourselves, honor ourselves, respect ourselves. If it's a lesson on health, then have honor and gratitude for the lesson that we've learned about health, a lesson that we've learned about finance and money. Maybe today we have no appreciation for money. That's why they come and bring the moment of undesirable outcome about money, and that money leaves us. And from that we learn a lesson about that. And so it's $1 we will appreciate, $2 we will appreciate, $3 we will appreciate. So that we can learn, we can appreciate. Because if we don't appreciate money, people who have gratitude for money, they will earn. That maybe money will go to people who appreciate money, who have gratitude for money. And so maybe we don't. The lesson is that we are not appreciating or having gratitude for money enough. From there, we may have projects to attract money. And here we have the lesson, and therefore we are not sowing, not planting the old seed. We're planting new seeds with money. So like now, this beginning of the year, if we want to plant a brand new garden, yeah, plant new seeds, then we enroll in classes, in money classes, in courses that we have. We have a course on understanding finance and creating peace. That is going to start at the beginning of the year, so that we can plant good seeds. Yeah, plant desirable seeds. Yeah, that will be in February, from the end of February or 28th of February to March, something. Yeah, it's 21 days. So when we don't have money, yeah, oh, it's still lucky. It's what's worse is when a person with money, they think money is theirs and then they lose it. That's a lot more pain. Yeah. So sometimes, we don't have. We think that we get married and we think that money, that wife is ours. And the lesson, if we don't honor and have gratitude for the wife, then the wife becomes someone else's wife. So the lesson, nothing is for granted. Yeah. If we plant the seed of granted, taking things for granted, we will have the fruit of it. Yeah. And so it will be undesirable. And therefore we learn the lesson of honoring gratitude. Our health, our finance, our relationship. Yeah. And today, if we don't take the lesson, someone will come and will burst into your house and make sure you receive the lesson. Is it possible? It is possible. Yeah. So sometimes we think that sometimes the problems comes like it cannot happen. It is we are so careful already, but still, yeah, that we are taking for granted what we've got. We are not having honor and gratitude with our health, with our material wealth, with our relationship with people, and then one day, just out of nowhere, because of that taking for granted, that we will have to learn the lesson of honoring and gratitude. And so we only have a few problems, yeah, with health and money and relationship. And people are very attached to money and relationship. Yeah, but if we don't deal with it, yeah, if we don't do this, then something else will have to come to help us to see the lesson. Yeah. We cannot be planting one seed and receiving another fruit. It just cannot. There's no planting one seed and receiving a different fruit. Yeah, that fruit will be for someone else. It's not for us. If we haven't caused it, yeah, and that will be for someone else. It's not for us. Money is the same. Yeah, we mistaken that is our money, but that money cannot stay with us forever if we don't have a plan to use it for good, and if we don't have honor and gratitude. Because from deep within, intricately, we somewhere we unknowingly that we are not appreciating having gratitude for it. Yeah. So within in a community, we may be attached to money. Yeah. In other community, yeah, they also get attached to money and love or relationship with others and health. So anyone here, if we want to be rich in health, rich in finance, rich in relationship, then we go to classes, enroll in courses, go and learn them. Yeah, so we get lesson then we don't need to have people bringing to us. Yeah, so the courses are in we will be on the journey with others, with teachers, to apply this formula so we can change our reality. Yeah. Change the seed. We're not really changing the seed, but planting new seeds. Yeah. That we can change, we can have different outcome to have desirable outcome. Yeah. So we can, these are the first three steps. There is nothing is forever. Nothing is ours forever. Nothing lasts forever here in this world. Yeah. And today, if we don't appreciate, we don't honor and have gratitude, then someone else who honors it more and have more gratitude, they will have it. They will honor it. So we appreciate, we have gratitude, honor and be grateful for our health, for the finances that we have, and for the relationships that we have. So we go and learn about money, learn. Yeah. So follow the organization's news so that we know what courses are being taught or being shared. Yeah, go to the classes and forge relationship. Come to the live lesson, to the live courses, so we can see each other in real life. That maybe is not what we're seeing online. So yeah, so having this formula, isn't it a great formula, everyone? So with this formula will transform our life. We have this formula. Yeah, no more attachment. Yeah, no more attachment with people. When we really respect, understand, and accept people. When we receive the lessons. Yeah, we don't have that attachment with people anymore. So for this formula, we understand it very well. For people who have done the 21-day course on inner being. Yeah. So with the past times that we've learned to enrich our wisdom, our mentality, our character, and our virtue. Today, we call this by name. Yeah. This by name, and we recognize what's deep within law of causality. And what comes to us is that we recognize that everything comes from us. Yeah, anything that comes to us, we know that it's from the conditions and the what we knew. Yeah, our awareness of the past. And so we get the lesson, and we have honor and gratitude. We're grateful for the lessons that we've got from the undesirable moments. So how do we? Which way is the fastest way with people? Which one is faster? Do we change condition or do we change the cause? Which one is faster to change? Change condition or change cause? Yeah, if we change cause, we will change outcome. We change condition, also change the outcome. So, or doesn't change the outcome. So they say, oh, change condition doesn't change the outcome. Yeah, so which one first? And people are saying, change the cause. Change the cause. We don't change. We cannot. So, okay. So can people who say change condition, people say change condition is faster. So how do you change condition? How do you change condition? So the question is, so how do you change condition? So I change condition by having tolerance with the people around me. Then they become so they become the favorable condition. When I have tolerance for people, then I have the favorable condition, because the seed I've sown before, I cannot change the seed. So then I change the I change the condition. When people come to me, I'm at peace and I have tolerance. Yeah. So anyone here have the ability? I just know that, but I don't know how to explain it. So Gore is asking, is anyone here able to change change condition? So they said, well, she said, change the condition by finding the right environment. Yeah. So people are saying changing the condition is faster because you find the right environment. Because changing the seed, we don't know what seed is in us, and we don't know. So changing the condition is planting ourselves in or immersing ourselves into a different environment. And when it's in a good environment, then then we will find people. So in the environment, we will have shared words and shared way, as well as shared will. So after listening for a while, I think we need to change the condition that we can have in a different environment. Then the answer, then the seed, the fruits will come. Yeah. But hey. So if we put, okay, so we're changing the condition, planting ourselves into an environment. How do we know that that environment is the right environment? So how do we know? So first we have to know and receive, and then we have inner peace, tolerance, and people are saying, but people are just saying random answers. So a good environment is an environment with inner peace. Oh no, now we are now. So say here now we're going to start fighting now. Yeah. So which is which is which is which is seed and which is addition, which is which is the cause and which is the condition. So I think we need to change condition first and then change the seed, change the cause. So changing condition is faster, people are saying over each other. Because one person is saying, so now people are people are arguing about the environment, changing condition or changing. What do we think in our house? I'd love to know. What do we change? What is the fastest way? And some people will change the seed. Some people change the fruits. Some people go to the go to the market and buy new fruits. Change the husband. Get a new husband. Get a new wife. People are laughing. There's a lot of Okay, so one person says change our awareness. Okay, so change the image, and so is it the cause or the condition? So someone is saying changing the awareness. If we are in an environment but we haven't changed our awareness, then you'll still be the same. We'll still be the same cause, the same. And so when we have the awareness with the knowledge, then we can sow new seeds and have the desirable outcome. I'd like to Go on and share that. Like when we don't know how to swim, and if we are in the swimming pool all the time, we still won't know how to swim. Because we are the cause. We're in the swimming pool for a long time, we will not know how to swim. And so we have to change. Someone wants to speak. So one person at a time, please. I want to speak, may I speak? So now if we want to have a new life, then first, before, with all the condition.
Tắm xong rồi vô về xếp quần áo nè.
So to sum up, what she's sharing is change the cause first. So yeah. So now people are switching over to changing the cause, right? Everyone is switching over to the cause. And may I ask for permission to speak, please? Can you hear me? Yes, I can. So the issue with changing the condition or changing the cause, and I have an experience. I've been married for 13 years, and after a while, it got really heavy. And I did consider changing condition. And when I learned from it and I realized that life begins with me, and then I changed the way I see the condition. That I see my husband is a good husband, yeah, and I changed me. And when I see that he's not the problem, then, and I became another person. Yeah. Back then, in my eyes, my husband does not know how to care for us. Now, I see that, he really cares for us. That he can take care of the kids while I can sit and listen and learn. So I can see that changing the cause can immediately really quickly change the condition around me. And then I have okay, what a very what's that thing? As in, I was only pretending to ask, because after you learn up to today, everyone can answer. Yeah, everyone can answer. So on a day like this, Thầy was sharing about cause. Look, cause, cause, condition. Outcome. And there are many things that we can, very simple to change the fruit. Yeah, outcome. Yeah. Some things are very easy to change the outcome, but we must have the awareness that the outcome can only change, yeah, and more simply is that when we start changing from condition, changing from the people, change from our awareness of people, then we come back and consolidate our awareness about cause and condition, our causality. So we come back and we consolidate our awareness of cause. People will change. So condition is not to cut ourselves from people, but we let go, put it down, so that our energy, our state does not stay in that negative, in that undesirable outcome. Yeah, we borrow the energy from an environment. Then we turn back and change our source concepts, change the mental image. Yeah, the energy changes faster. Yeah, but energy cannot be sustained. It only can be sustained or stabilized when the information within us is fixed. Yeah, is fixed. So energy, yeah, condition is energy. Yeah, it is when energy is formed. Yeah. So when we say a changing condition is we cut, as in pause. When we pause it. Yeah. So we can change the state of energy within us. So we pause that environment. Then we go back and we fixate the source concept within us. We consolidate our source concept. Yeah. But when we're in an environment, we don't let, if we can. So for now, if we can't let go, because it's people in our environment, in our family, we can't, then we must go back and change our source concept, change the entire source concept, from within us. Because once that source concept the information is fixed, then we will have new energy. We can change the condition first. We can change the condition first, meaning pausing it, so that we have new states, and then we go back. We have to go back and consolidate our source concept, fix the information, and that will then change because it is slower. This changing our energy is faster. It is faster. Changing the energy is faster. Yeah. And then go back and make sure our cause is strong. Our good cause is strong. Because from the good cause, then definitely we will have the favorable condition. Yeah, and all of a sudden our husband is a new condition. Our husband is a new condition. But right now, if we expect ourselves to see that our husband there's no problem with the husband, no problem with the children, it's not simple to change. And therefore, we need to change the condition. Meaning, we'll only just pause. It's not to throw away or to cut. Yeah, it is just to pause. Yeah, pause and then put us in an environment where we can change the cause. Yeah, to expand our awareness about people, about causality of cause and effect and cause and condition, to be really clear about the source concept, change the state of our energy, of our inner states. So when we are in a learning environment, why? We are there to change our energy, to change the information from within. So for now, let go. release it. Yeah, let go, pause it for a moment. Pause that condition for a moment. Go back into an environment where we can hear, see, say, talk, know about the concepts that is positive, that is fruitful for marriage, for family, for children, for health, for finances. Where we have the fixed on the information that is beneficial for ourselves, then we can go back. And now we can see our husband as no, the problems don't come from the husband, problems don't come from children. Yeah. If we were to change that immediately, it's very hard. Yeah, it's not fast, it's not simple to do. We need to change our energy and change our source concept. Change the cause. Change condition is faster. So if we haven't got the good cause yet, how do we change? Well, we need to change. We need to let go. First, we have to let go. Yeah, do you remember the level 3? Yeah, from stillness can wisdom be activated? So when we release, let go, pause, end. Yeah, release, let go, pause, end. That will bring us to stillness, and from stillness we can access our wisdom. Yeah, let go, release. Yeah. Otherwise, if not, then we need to put effort in. Sometimes we need to have effort in letting go. Let go, release, pause, end. And when we have the awareness of wisdom, yeah, when we have the awareness, when we know about the third level, wisdom 3, now we can be proactive. Yeah, we can lead, we can initiate that. But if we can't initiate that yet, we can't proactively go there, then we have to put effort in, and that is the effort in releasing. Yeah, releasing, letting go. Yeah, release it. When you release it, then we will go and retrieve back to the being where it's just receive. Yeah, we'll just receive. Yeah. Can condition be cause? Can condition be cause? No. Condition is condition. Cause is cause. Condition cannot be cause. Yeah. So all the cause, yeah, lots of the cause with the interaction of cause that can create condition. So the reality, the simple reality is that we change condition first, and then, but we have to, it's dependent on us going back to fixate the information within us, having that beneficial source concept. Yeah. So immerse ourselves into an environment. Yeah, not as in not to be addicted to that environment. Yeah, and we will be attracted to the neighbors. No, we will not. We'll go into this environment to bring us back into the state that we need, and then come back and change the cause. Change the cause. Yeah. So why? We'll ask questions. Why does that house? That house has more harmony than ours. Yeah. So what is in our awareness? Yeah. Is where we borrow the environment to change condition. Yeah. Yeah, we're only borrowing. Please remember that. Changing the cause is from us. We'll borrow the energy from a different environment. borrow the class, borrow. And then we go back and strengthen this cause because we know that it comes from us. We cannot borrow forever. We cannot borrow from that forever. We cannot borrow forever. Change the cause, then come back, and then we can stabilize the energy. Because the condition will still be the same people, but really they are different now because we have changed, the cause. Borrow the energy, come back and raise our energy, come back and fixate that information within us, the source concept, the beneficial source concept, fulfilled, borrow new environment, borrow new condition, change that condition, borrow it. But remember, everything that's external is only temporary, but what's inside we can be the master of, we can master. So we borrow, so we can go back and master our inner being. We only borrow our neighbor. Do not see our neighbor as our own. Changing the condition does not mean that we change it from us. We cannot change it from us. It is a borrowed. We remember the concept of borrowing. We're borrowing condition. We're borrowing an environment. Then go back and change it from inside us. The condition, the people that come to us, the relationship that comes to us, come from us. We will borrow an environment so that we can adjust this energy, then come back, go back to us. Expand our awareness, change it to the beneficial source concept. It is faster than changing the cause. Without the experience or the stories or situations with people, then we cannot change. If I can may share a story here. So it reminds me of my friend who wants to go into it, and then people around her keeps telling her, "What are you doing at this time, at this age? You should be, go out there and do things. What are you doing? And sitting there writing calligraphy and learning." So I'm thinking that maybe we need to pause those conditions, so that we can immerse into an environment, because those people will be people who are talking, and then we become like we cannot detach and focus on changing the course, because they will tell us to stop learning. So from looking at this, then I think from what you explained here, I thought first was changing the course, but from what you explained, then maybe it's the condition first, changing this condition first, as in pausing the condition, and then we will learn from this environment, and then later we'll still come back to our friends, and then from whatever they say there, we will fluctuate in terms of our states. So we come back to them. So we can use this term here. This term is less attachment. Okay, so temporary close. Temporary. So don't use the word cut. We just use the word temporary close. Pause. So temporarily close our heart to these conditions. Yeah, so that we're going to borrow some other energy so that we can activate us. Yeah, don't cut. Yeah, just temporarily close. Yeah, pause. We still keep it, but what? So let go, but not to throw away. Yeah, let go, but not to stop throw away. Yeah. So we will have, as we change, we will have, as we consolidate this change the course, we will have a new wife, a new husband, a new children, new everything. Yeah. So from now, just ask for permission to pause so that we can come back and create this good cause. So when we come back, we will have new condition. Yeah, not because there are new people. We have a new condition because we are the new good cause. Yeah. So we cannot change at the very root when it's with the condition. Yeah, we're not changing at the very root. When our inner is strong, then we come back and we have new conditions. So some people here have asked their family for permission to go back and 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 work on the good cause. So borrow a new environment. Okay. Okay, so pause, okay? Temporarily closed on that relationship, on that condition, because it's making us hard to regain this energy here. Yeah. This is the easiest, fastest way, and then we still have to work on the cause. So do you want to throw away? Yeah. So here's the condition. Here's the awareness that you must have. Yeah. With an extra person, an extra road, an extra way. Less one person is an extra wall. Oh, it works well in English. An extra person creates another way. One person less create another wall. Gotta write this one down. Someone write it in the chat or write it in the group so that I can perfect that. I'll write it easily. Yeah. One extra person, an extra way. One less person, an extra wall. Yeah. So we don't throw away our conditions. We don't throw away our relationship with anyone. Yeah. One. So sometimes when, say for example, a person we see them and we just cannot have a conversation with them, and we say, if a man have asked for permission, close it all together. Yeah, we don't close it together. So yeah, we don't close it for the rest of our life. Yeah. So this part here, everyone, please help me here. We'll go return to the formula of overcoming all problems. So after we borrow condition so that we can consolidate our cause, our information. Yes, so now with all problems is only a problem when inside us we harbor the awareness about problems. They dissipate when we don't harbor any more awareness about problems. We can only leave, we can only stand above all problems as in no problems when inside us we don't harbor any more awareness about problems. Okay. So is there any time that there is no problems? Is this an illusion of mankind that there will be no problems? No, completely. Yeah, they will stand above problems. So just like a giant, a person with very long legs, they can step over a river. Yeah, but with short legs, then we can overcome a little puddle. But big people, yeah, giants can step over a river, a lake. And therefore, how can we stand above all problems? We lead, yeah, we proactively. Okay, oh my goodness, there's a lot of interference here. That we do this, that we follow this formula. So if we need to so I ask for more an extra time from our group. Yes, so we're going to ask people to have a conversation here around this. So how how to not see problems when we have our desire for it is big enough, then the small problems will not be problems anymore. Such as when we set a goal that we will become an expert of the inner being, yeah, an excellent expert of the inner being. Then we will work on our health, and when there are lots of limitations. But if we want to become that excellent inner being specialist, then those will not be problems anymore. We'll still overcome, we'll still do the housework. But if we want it enough, that our vision is big enough, that our desire covers other people's dreams, then we will become that person that can share that inspiration, and show people the way for the future. Then there is no reason why we don't learn from 3:30 till 12 midnight. All of that depends on our desire, how much we want. So big or small, we can still overcome. We can overcome all the problems very simply. Thank you, God and everyone. So the concept of problems will no longer exist. Yeah, will no longer exist if we change the source concept. So we go backwards on this. This is the formula so that we can when we face a problem, we can overcome it. But here, if we go from bottom up, that we initiate, that we will expand our awareness, so that our strength comes from our awareness. So where our awareness is where our reality. So wherever the level of our awareness is where our experience. So end goal is to enrich, master, become and evolve, become more wise, more sagacious, more prudent, and more erudite. More wise, more sagacious, more prudent, and more erudite. Then we will take the initiative to learn and take lessons. Let's do that while we are living in happiness. That we will take initiative. We will be proactive, so that we can stand above problems. When we inside of us always have lessons, that is how we will proactively to create a world of no problems for us. When we have honoring gratitude, be proactive in get lessons, fixate our desire is to enrich, to be holistically wealthy. Every day we talk, we tell people, we tell. Be proactive, initiate. When our life is peaceful and good right now, we will not know that today, if we don't look after our cause, what will happen tomorrow? We cannot know if we don't proactively manage our cause. And so today, what? Because yesterday we have the good cause with you, the good cause. So today we have inner peace. But we don't know about tomorrow. Is there anything that is for sure and last over time? Are we learning tomorrow? Do we have a class tomorrow? We don't know. Tomorrow, I do not know. I cannot manage my cause yet. Right now, I can only manage myself. I'm right here, truly here. Tomorrow, teach some more tomorrow. I'll come and learn. Well, I don't know. I cannot manage tomorrow. I can only manage my moment right now. I'm here. Okay, so today, stay with today's lesson. Come back with today's lesson. And that is having that proactivity lead to extract the 10,000 lessons and impression and realizations. When we have the lesson, go back and forth on our lesson for it to become our awareness. Then when we see people, they are all value assets. When people are our helpers, and people, when with people, we will have shared words, shared ways, and shared wills. And because if people are not the way, then they are the road. If they are not the road, then they are the bridge. So it's very simple. Everything that comes to us, we know how to receive. And if we know that everything that we achieve, everything that is desirable, come from people, from the right conditions, and all the things that are undesirable, then it comes from us. And we know how to receive. So we proactively initiate all the lessons for us. Have honoring gratitude from lessons from desirable situations as well. But it is because of the right condition. And everything in life, all the achievements, all the accomplishments in life come from people. All accomplishments, all achievements come from people, from the right conditions. We need to be very clear. Remind ourselves of that lesson. Have tolerance for people. Have inner peace, honoring gratitude. All desirables are from people. All desirables come from people. They come from people. Như ý, desirables. This one, I think we've translated it. I'm going to translate in how I. Desirables. Như ý. Desirables. Is that such a thing? Desirables. Desirables. Duyên lành mang lại. Duyên lành mang. I'll do the opposite. Duyên lành is favorable conditions. From favorable conditions. From, favorable conditions. There. So favorable conditions bring desirable outcomes. Desirables from favorable conditions. Thành tựu do người. Thành tựu do người. Thành tựu do người. Thành tựu do người. Achievements are by people. achievements. Anyone remember how we said achievements are from because of people. Yeah, people. Achievements are because of people. Does it make sense? So yeah. And therefore, what about undesirables? Yeah, undesirables. 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 Okay. Undesirables. It makes no sense here. We have to find another word. But undesirable outcomes. Yeah, desirable outcomes. Maybe we need to write it like that. Desirable outcomes and undesirable outcomes. I will fix those in a moment. Yeah, cội nguồn. Cội nguồn từ tôi. It begins with me. Undesirable outcomes. The root cause. Từ tôi. Cội nguồn từ tôi. Cội nguồn từ tôi. I've got this here. Just can't remember where to find it. Is someone okay? I think by me, success comes through people and wholesome ties. Is this from what we've decided? Actually, comes from when my causes are not wise. No achievements. Yeah. So cội nguồn từ tôi. The root cause is me. I'm the root cause. Yeah. Not sure we could say I'm the root cause. Cội nguồn từ tôi. The root cause comes from me. There. Okay, this one I'll have to refine. Okay, everyone, don't copy and post yet. The root cause comes from me. Yeah. So here, when things come. So when things come, just initiate. Just remember to return to that state of balance. To return to that state of balance. Desirable outcomes. Desirable doesn't make sense. Outcomes. Yeah. Undesirable outcomes. Yeah, then we say, okay, it comes from us, then we go backwards for 3 steps backwards. Yeah, outcomes. Yeah. So we will, so now we will know to receive. We know, receive, no, receive. And then we will wise people. So then we will have tolerance for people. Tolerance for people. And have lesson that person or people have brought us. So I'm going to write here in pink, receive with inner peace. People, tolerance. Yeah. So now, today we have the formula. We go 2 ways. Yeah, and honoring gratitude. Yeah. So when we have this awareness, we can always be the master of our karma. We will not blame fate or destiny anymore. Yeah. We can really be the master of our karma, of our life, through inner peace, tolerance, and honoring gratitude. Okay, it's very messy. I'm going to rewrite it. Yeah. So what I hear very clearly is that when Kumin doesn't come to class, then we can we will have a conversation with Go. But what I'll do is I will check it with her, and then I will let that we will inform you if there is no conversation with Gumin tomorrow. So usually, when Gumin doesn't have a class, then she will come in the morning on Saturday, so that we can summarize what we've been learning throughout the week. So if there's no change, then in the morning we'll still come into class. This afternoon, this afternoon we will have a class with for 7 important offerings of life. So Gumin will be taking that. Yeah, so which Zoom, people are asking which Zoom. So at 11:30 in Vietnam, and from Zoom Juinde means the specialist Zoom, which I don't. Do we have a specialist Zoom, or is it this one? Yeah, there's a Zoom that we need to apply. So do you want to go into your small room? I will open up the Zoom. And people are saying, so are they having Zoom? So not Zoom. Zoom. Zoom này đúng không ạ? Let me see. The people are posting a Zoom. What is the Zoom chuyên đề? Zoom này đúng không ạ? People are asking, is this the Zoom? Vào phòng Nico. People are saying, go into the room. People want to have a breakout room so they can see the. So people are saying, is this the room for the specialist classes? Yeah, so they're saying, well, great lesson today. All right, Go Phương is not talking anymore. Okay. So back to us. We have finished the class. Yikes. All right, everyone. No one's talking. Oh, okay. Someone talking?
Thank you to all the teachers. Thank you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, John, Ron. Yeah, hello, everyone. And hello, Donna.
Okay, so thank you all the supporting team. Thank you, Go Home Me, for being here, and Pauline Thầy Dưỡng, the team translating. I know it's not, like Lan said before, it is not a simple job. And you guys are doing such a great job maintaining it to this time. It's been a few months now, but every day we still turn up and still doing that. So that's really
Can you hear
really
me,
good thing.
Pauline Lee?
No, now we can hear you, Ron.
Yeah, my signal's not very strong here, so. Thank you so much for your translation today. I appreciate it. It was great. Easy to understand and helping us with our knowledge. And I'd also like to thank Go Me for helping us, Swan Gang, Ty Frank, and all the house members. And I am very honored to have heard Lan Ing and Lian share their knowledge this morning, their lesson, impression, and realization. I was very honored to listen to that and appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you, everyone.
it was great. Yeah, thank you. Thanks the ladies to for speaking up and sharing outside. Lily, have great lessons as always. Thank you, Lan, and acknowledging the class and acknowledging the teachers. So it's good. It's important for people to know that that this is happening in here. I think Go Fu was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's very good that we appear and we share key takeaways as well as sharing about the project and where we are and what we are doing. So thank you. All right, so let's open up the breakout room so we can go in there. I have created the breakout room, number 1, open all rooms. So let's see, there are 20 of us here. Yesterday we missed out 2 people. So everyone, if you've got the notification, just join the room now. I'll stay out here until I can and so I can support people to go into the room. Luan not joined, Han not joined, Sun Khan not joined yet. Donna is gone. I think Donna, Ron, Sen is gone. Bean is gone. Juan, me, Frank. Okay, Hien not. Okay, Hien is gone. Okay, Kim not joined yet. Tu Chang not joined. Hong Lily not joined. So what I will do, I will move you. Okay, now I think these people have joined. Okay, so let me see who else is out here. Tantui, okay, Andrea, alright. Alright, so what I will do is I will join.